So, Lady O, since you have a
Which
man,
one of y'all was
what
typing me?
advice do you have for Shanice to get a man
She
because she
ain't
can't
never
get
got no
one?
advice from me
I
because she
don't
ain't
have
in my era.
Because
Shanice
cause
gonna
she
get her
can't get
man
a
that's
she
gonna be
can't
on
get a
her
man. What
So
level.
let me
advice you
tell
That
you
got
was
for her?
something.
messy as
I got
hell.
one.
Have
I
no
got
That
advice.
was
one.
messy
And
as
we're
hell.
happy. And
But
we're happy.
can we take a
Very
That
quick?
she
happy.
got a man.
Willie, is
That
you
she got
laughing
a man.
behind
Very
your hand,
happy.
Willie?
Look, she don't got no
Willie,
Very
is
man.
you laughing
happy.
behind your hand?
Check my pedigree,
He done
baby.
turned the camera.
Very happy. Not a statistic,
You
baby.
know what,
Look,
Willie? You need to stop.
Lady O just said I don't need to get married
I didn't
because
say nothing.
I don't need
I'm
his
just
money.
I'm
You
just
laughing. I see. I
But
see.
Willie, when you gonna marry your
Well, I
girl?
mean, with there's
Not Willie,
no,
I'm sorry. Daddy,
Can
when
we?
you gonna marry your
there's
girl?
no. You got to understand. There's no benefit to me married. If you look, I've already been married before. I've already had kids. I've already, like I've
You,
already owned
but
homes. All
let's
that
make
stuff
that.
like
Can we
that.
make that point across though? You just
Uh-huh.
said I think that's an important point. I don't need to get married because I don't need his money. I'm not saying you. I want the other
Mhm.
the women and people watching this. I don't need his money because the thing I was thinking before you even said that so ironic was how do women and how do most men get their money? Is it through earnings or acquisition?
Was definitely through earning, but it's
How do
through
most women
lifetime.
get their money?
It's
Earnings or acquisition?
well acquisition.
Okay,
But
so
this,
when you said
but
I
this,
don't need to get married, I don't need his money. You've been married, so you already have gone past that. With these,
yeah, and I've already built up my own
so
retirement and stuff like that. Yeah, but but the thing is this: because I hear women in their 50s, especially on TikTok. I heard a group of them. Well, I'm gonna marry me a man in the military to get his benefits. First of all, that's not how you don't collect men military benefits like that no more. They stopped a lot of that stuff. It's a certain because I've talked to women in the insurance industry who've been married 20, 30 years to men in the military. They unalive, they couldn't collect their benefits, especially if they worked. So we have to understand that as well. So the thing is, if like I've been way past childbearing years. My thing is build yourself up so that you don't need that at the end of the day. You don't. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't marry somebody, but I'm saying there's no benefit. I'm not jumping out there like people on the internet searching for men and husbands and stuff like that. I don't have a benefit to just go do it just because, you know what I mean? I'm married just because, take that back. But I'm saying some women in their 50s are doing it because they have not set themselves up for retirement. They have not set themselves up in their lifetime. Because at the end of the day, most of us are broke in retirement. That's just the bottom line. That's what I do for a living. I work in insurance. Most people are broke anyway. In retirement, they are. So now you're at the end. You're at the end. You know that you don't have your retirement. Now you probably got some health issues going on. Now you think, okay, let me go see if I can go be with Johnny who worked at the post office for 30 years. That's not how that's going to work. Because Johnny right now don't want to get married.
I hate to be on the I hate siding with these unruly women. But the craziest shit that I heard tonight was, and damn, I hate saying this out loud. I almost don't want to, but I would be disingenuous if I didn't. So fuck it. There is immense benefit in a man getting married. There is a immense benefit in having someone that you can invest in, build with, and grow in and trust.
When you're younger, for sure, but not when
doesn't
you're
matter. That's the thing. So putting a limit on age, right? And not again, this isn't to you personally, but a lot of the times people add these different filters and parameters to fit their current situation or to avoid being a hit dog hollering about whatever the advice is.
Okay.
And what I've learned is that like with age also comes wisdom. Because when I was young, I didn't value being married. Soon as something happened, I got divorced. I went and filed, it was over with. Me now at my age, I look forward to getting married again because I have a life that I want to share with someone. And then more importantly, just for my selfish reasons, I want my son and daughter to see me loving a black woman properly because it'll teach my son how to love a woman and it'll teach my daughter what to expect from a man. So there's a lot of benefit. And the people, like every time someone talks about not wanting to get married, it's always about like the reason why is because of like some sort of like scarcity mindset or victim mindset, like, oh, I'm gonna lose something. If you get married and lose something, you deserve it because your dumbass didn't protect yourself from it before you got married. When you get married, you're gonna either sign the state's prenup or you're gonna put one in place yourself. And so the people who were worried about losing shit, like you can fix that. You can literally put how many times your girl has to get on her knees for you in a week in a prenup. If she signs it, it becomes something that you can like an actionable document that now if she says, okay, hey, I need some head 5 times a week and I ain't been getting it but 3 times a week, he can file and she's gonna be held to what that prenup says. So like men are always acting like they have to. They have to, you know what I'm saying, worry about being lost, or like someone like Shanice who's done well for herself as well. Y'all got to worry about people. If you're worried about someone taking something from you, that's also probably your fault. Because again, you're the only person that can protect you from that shit.
Oh, for sure.
I don't want the message to be like because I'm not the oldest person here, but I just don't want the message to be like, for men saying like that there is no benefit to getting married.
Well, but if you listen to me, I said 3 of my 4 sons were married.
I'm not talking about you specifically.
I was gonna say my kids.
I'm not talking about you specifically. This is general. Yeah, honestly, you got all your kids married. They're doing great.
Yeah, so I got 3 daughters-in-law. Absolutely,
no issue there. But I just don't want the message to get out to the men and then to the few wifely women that are out here. I don't want them to hear that and think, well, damn. If the good men are saying like, we shouldn't get married, then the wife of women are probably gonna want to turn into whores because the hoes having all the fun.
That's still on them. At the end of the day, you stand your ground. If you're not that way, you're not gonna turn that way because you can't get because a man don't want to marry you. That's
your environment can make you.
But I will say this. That's why I'm for the younger generation to get married, especially with child. I want 2-parent homes. I love seeing it. I love seeing our people. I love seeing man, women, and child, especially us, because we have such a bad rap. I hate the stigma that Black women are not good wives. Black women are hella wives. Trust me. They're awesome women. Yeah, there are some awesome Black women out there who are doing really good in marriages. Not all of them are out there trying to take you down and take your money and things like that. Again, I vouch for marriages. I speak for myself because I've already been married, but as far as a younger generation, I 100% vouch for younger people to get together. I'll say younger. I say fresh out of college. You need to be finding somebody you're going to want to marry and build with, because that's your legacy. That's your generational wealth is built through marriages, and that's a fact. It's not built through singleism. It's singleism, making up words. It's built through marriage.
I totally disagree with you.
I agree with the rest of it, but you got to get married to build generations.
Why you disagree? Because you don't got no man?
Baby, who said I don't have a man?
Because you ain't got no man?
You didn't have a man on last show.
Please leave her alone, okay? Because y'all keep triggering her.
No, man, going all the time.
You said you didn't have a nigga the last show. You said you got options and contacts and like 5 you can call. You said that yourself on the last show.
What I say?
That you had like 5 niggas a roster and you didn't have an issue getting niggas.
It was 6, but go ahead.
See, thank you. My bad.
Clock it. She said 6.
My bad.
So I want to say this because I'm the youngest person on the panel. I would say this. The best thing and this is why I respect what she said, but I disagree. Because when you fresh out of college, you're just now learning how to become a woman. And I think you should sit in it. I was the person, I came from, my parents are still married. My grandparents on both sides are still married. I came from a long lineage of married people, right? So I've always been taught to be a wife. I went straight into engagement and I did not know who I was out of college. And that's where I lost myself. And I made the decision not to even go forward with the marriage because I wanted to sit and learn myself. And that's an okay thing. And now I'm still young. It's not a rush for me to get married.
I will say this here. I know people that got married fresh out of
younger than me?
School, fresh out of law school.
You old. I'm definitely younger than your do-rag.
Stop it.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
She picked a good one.
Wait, real dope. How old are you?
You gotta time her out. Get her off the stage.
How old are you, real dope?
I'm 32.
How old are you, Shanice?
Oh, I'm older than you. I'm 34. I just turned 34 last week.
You know what?
I'm Shanice. I love saying this to people. I keep telling y'all, ain't nobody gonna come on this panel younger than me. Nobody.
How old are you?
I'm the baby of the panel, Shanice.
How old are you?
I'm in my 20s, girl.
You got kids older than her. Let me see. Hold up. I got kids.
No, you didn't just try to clock me.
I got my youngest son older than her, so let me be quiet.
I'm in my 20s. Real dope. Don't be doing that. I let somebody.
No.
We become social media friends. You out there done see my damn birthday picture trying to put me on blast.
I didn't see your birthday post. I assumed since you said I'm in my 20s and didn't say like 27, I said, oh, she probably had the tip of it. But I didn't even know if I was right. I didn't know if I was right or not.
So you turn 30 next week.
No, the fuck I don't.
Like, what are you talking about?
To Shanice's point, most people who have college degrees last longer in marriages. Okay, about 20 years. I've gone to weddings fresh out of law school, and these people are still married 20 plus years later. Now, they didn't have kids till later in life, but they got together. The best thing is to you never. Let me tell you something. I'm 53. I'm still learning. You're going to die trying to learn yourself. That's not how life works. You learn whether or not you're a morning person. You're gonna know whether or not if you don't like certain foods or you don't like this. But as far as really truly knowing yourself, you are going to grow and evolve every single day, and you won't really notice the big change until each decade. From 40. I don't have the mindset. I'll be honest with you. I'm divorced because I had the mindset of some of these women that I hear on these not on this panel, but on the social media. Okay, but when you evolve through life, and that's why I tell the young people you got to keep living. And if you have the same mindset that you have at 30, at 40 that you had at 30, then you wasted 10 years of your life of growth. You're never going to ever, because you're constantly evolving. That's it. You're constantly evolving. And so when we use that, I don't know myself. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know yourself from the age of 7. You have already grown into the person that you're going to be. You're just evolving from there. You're just growing and maturing each day and each year. That's just how it works. So, and this is what keeps Black women single, because we think that, oh my God, I'm so young, you need to go out here and experience the world. You're heartbroken. Now you need therapy. You got all this other stuff going on that you created in your life because you feel like you didn't know yourself. And that's just how, and that has really screwed us up. It really has. Look, find somebody to grow with in this world. You don't necessarily, maybe if you don't get married at 24, 25, because we all know that the average age is 28 years old for a woman. I think that's the best age to be married. But don't.
I think that's a terrible age. That's a terrible age. Why are we giving this? Why are we creating whole years?
Well, no,
I heard wonder years. Why are we creating whole years?
But it does. I get what you're saying, right? But that's just saying. But I know somebody don't like stats over here.
Lady, we leave them to their own devices. They're gonna be hoes for 8 years.
Really speaking, those marriages tend to last longer, though. When you get married,
I just get confused why a woman can't go to college or try to do it. Like, automatically when we talk about a woman not being in a committed relationship, the only other thing she could possibly be doing is fucking. Are we are we really saying that? Like, she can't be going to school from 18 to 23. Yes. Homegirl can't be trying to become a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer.
We gotta be honest.
She can't be doing nothing. Nothing. Just fucking. Just fucking.
You know damn well when they say I need to find myself, they talking about they need to go through their whole phase.
Girls be backpacking across Europe.
No, they don't.
Girls
don't even have a passport
while fucking with somebody at the
same
time.
Yes, they do. I want to fact check that. I want to fact check if more women or men have
passports. It's not more women or men. It's 18. Women ages 18 to 23. You make sure you stick to the same thing you just said. Because these hoes are not backpacking through Europe, and if they are, they still collected miles of European dick. It's just in kilometers now.
Sir.
He said it's in kilometers now.
Kilometer.